As we get ready to take our IAR test, one of the tools that we get to use is this reference sheet. The reference sheet, I believe, is on your computer, but we also have it printed out for you. So what I want to do is kind of go over this just so that you're not overwhelmed, because the things that it talks about on this sheet are measurement, and also down here it has to do with geometry. Both of those things we have not studied this year, but the reference sheet will be helpful to you in order for you to use it. So even though we haven't studied these things, I'm going to show you two ways that we have learned something this year that will be helpful when using this sheet. So I'm going to give you an example. When we look at measurement, they might give us a problem where they are asking us how many centimeters in 20 inches. So what we want to do is we want to use the reference sheet to help us, because that's not something we just know on our own, but it is something that we can figure out by using our resource. So since I want centimeters and inches, I'm going to find down here where I see those labels. I actually see them right here. 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. I'm going to use that to help me. So I know that 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. Now I didn't know that on my own. I used my reference sheet. I want to know 20 inches. You guys, we've studied ratios before, and we can look at this like a ratio. If we know 1, we can get to 20 by multiplying it by 20. Since we did that to the inches, we are also going to do that to our centimeters. Another resource that you get to use on IAR is sometimes there is a calculator available. It'll come up when it's available for you to use. Since I did 1 times 20 to get 20, I'm going to do 2.54 times 20, and that's going to tell me that I have 50.8 centimeters in 20 inches. So I use my reference sheet to help me get my final answer by setting up a ratio. Now I could do that for anything, whatever it asks me. If it asks how many kilograms are in a certain amount of pounds, how many tons if I have this many pounds. There are a lot of different things we could do. You're just really looking here for the labels of what is in your problem. I had centimeters and inches. I found the one that had centimeters and inches. All right, let's look at another thing. Down here, we have, these are called formulas. Area equals 1/2 base times height, so we can find the area of a triangle, or we can find the volume of a rectangular prism. So I want to show you how we use that. Those are called formulas, and even though we are not, we haven't studied that yet, we have been working with expressions, and expression and equation are very similar. So what we want to do is when you're given a triangle, if it says find the area, you can go back and see, oh, my reference sheet, okay, I'm going to use this formula. And remember, when they're side by side, that means multiply. So it's saying area equals 1/2 times base times height. So we're going to plug in for that. We are going to substitute, just like we did with our algebraic expressions. B stands for base, which is our bottom, and H stands for our height, how tall our triangle is. So we're going to substitute in, and then we're going to use order of operations to solve. So 1/2 times the bottom or base is 20, and it is 12 tall. Okay, just like order of operations, since we have multiplication, we're going to work left to right. We're going to do 1/2 of 20, which is 10. I haven't used that second multiplication, and I haven't used my 12. So again, you could use your calculator, but I know that 10 times anything is just really like 1 times that number with a 0 at the end. So 1 times 12 is 12 with a 0 at the end is 120. So the area of this triangle is 120. And even though we hadn't studied that before, we can take the things that we know in order to do that. Lastly, it gave us a picture of a rectangular prism. And you could either do either one of these. I recommend length times width times height. Big B means you have to find the area of the base, which is more steps. So I would use length times width times height. And I would use that because if you look, they give you 3 numbers. So I'm going to first write my formula. Volume equals length times width times height. My length, or how long it is, it looks like it's 4 centimeters long. It looks like it is 3 centimeters wide, and it is 3 centimeters tall. Now remember, with multiplication, it would be okay if you didn't do it in a certain order. Commutative property tells you you're going to get the same answer no matter what. I'm going to go ahead and work left to right though. 4 times 3 is 12. Then I have a times 3 left. 12 times 3 is 36. So the volume of this rectangular prism is 36. That tells me, if you look, if I counted, there should be 36 cubes. I have 12 there. If I then multiplied that by 3, that gets 36. So just know that you can use this reference sheet, even though a problem may seem scary. Check and see if there's something you can use on here to help you, especially if it's measurement or if it's asking you for a formula working with triangle or prism. I hope that helps.